Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, I've got some torso swaps to take care of. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today we've got some torso swaps, and I'm going to be upgrading what I think is an upgrade, my Razor Ramon Ultimate Edition. And I do really like the new one we got, but I feel like the torso is too small for this Razor. So I have extras. So you can see in the middle here, I have my Ultimate Edition custom that I made. And here I took the vest off so that you can see it a little bit better. But you got the Ultimate Edition in the middle, which uses the Shawn Michaels Ultimate torso, and then the new torso we got for Razor just seems kind of small to me. So right next to each other, you can see like my custom's a little bit taller, and I do feel like there's a little bit of height missing with the Ultimate we got. I've kind of felt like the Razor Ramon figures we've gotten have been a little on the shorter side anyway, so I really don't want to have to sacrifice any of that height. So you can see here together just a tiny bit of difference, but when we put Shawn Michaels and Razor next to each other, I don't think that the difference is there enough. Shawn Michaels is 6'1", Razor Ramon is 6'7", and I don't think that's well represented, so I do want to switch the torsos here. Then besides the height difference, just the actual size difference, I did really like this torso for Shawn Michaels when we got it originally, but he's not larger than Razor Ramon, so I feel like swapping these two is going to be a huge upgrade for both figures. And this is a custom, but I just took the pieces that we already had from a Shawn Michaels, gave him that Ultimate torso a while ago. So everything else is stock parts. Just going to swap the torsos. Let's get to it. So starting off, just cracking the torsos. I only crack the bottoms on Ultimates because that's really all you need to do unless you want to, unless you're doing something with like the butterfly joints. But if you just use a box cutter on the bottom, slice a little slit, and then you can just kind of use your screwdriver to ease the rest of it. And then for the most part, those pegs are going to stay intact. It's going to seal back just fine, and it's so much easier than Elites. So I'm going to do that on both figures here. Going to crack both of these off, swap them, see how they look before I glue anything, and it should be pretty easy. So, spoiler alert, it was not easy. As you can see, there's a little difference in the crotch piece in the top of the peg. So the Razor one is a little bit shorter, and it is just a hair shorter. You probably won't even notice if you were just looking, but because of that little difference, it made the torso loose when I tried to reconnect it or put it back together. So because of the difference on the normal crotch piece, torso fits fine, it's not loose, it doesn't shake or anything, and it fits the way it should. When you swap it over to that Razor torso, the height difference ends up making a big impact in the tightness. It just doesn't fit well, it's floppy, so I'm going to get creative. I'm going to take one of these little black pieces that are in Elite torsos, I'm going to shave it down, and then I'm just going to plug that in to kind of make up for the height difference. So nothing crazy, not something I'm going to want to do with more than one torso swap though. So I did have to end up shaving it down quite a bit, but it fit in the torso really well after that. And as you can see, much better. It's not flopping around. It holds its position, and this is what we want. We don't want our figures to be flopping around, falling over while they're on the shelf. So just to finish up here, we have some comparisons. Here are a couple of my Ultimate Shawn Michaels. So we've got the new one with the different torso on it, and I think that fits much better. I think it's the same torso that the Ultimate Jeff Hardy has. And then we've got his old torso, which, like I said, I liked at the time. I don't think I really like it compared to Razor. And now that they're starting to update more things, I think they should kind of revise that Shawn Michaels too. Then we've got our Razors. Both of them together, you can see the height, obviously the same. They're the same parts. I think the drop down hips might make things a little bit different, but that height is fixed, and I just think this works much better for Razor, even if it might be like a tiny bit big. Like, he's a slim guy for his body type, but he's still a big guy. So I'm happy with how this works. And then, of course, we've got our last comparison just between the two that we both swapped, and I think that this makes the height look much better. I think that this takes care of those size differences, and like I said, Shawn Michaels shouldn't be larger than Razor Ramon, and I think this works out perfect. Other than that, please like, share, subscribe. If you like Work in Progress Wednesday, go check out some of the other videos that I've got linked here, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude out.